Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cristina Maria, and my colleague here is Iona Ramana.
Thank you for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone.
We are here to talk about the issue with the Huawei company and the US government. What happened? So, as you already may know, Huawei is the world's #1 supplier and #2 phone manufacturer in the world. But core issue with Huawei has been concerns about its closeness with the Chinese government and fears that its equipment could be used to spy on other countries and companies as well. In 2019, the company faced continued opposition from the US government, which stepped up its efforts to ban Huawei from the country's communication networks. And the US has tried to make other countries follow its lead. For example, Australia has also banned Huawei on national security grounds, while the UK, Germany, and New Zealand are yet to make a final decision. In a huge blow to Chinese tech giant Huawei, President Trump declared a national emergency Wednesday over threats against information and communications technology and services in the US. The US has upped its fight in the last year against Huawei, which it suspects of spying for the Chinese government and posing a great risk to the US government and national security. Huawei has been barred from doing business in the US and with US companies as well, unless it gets permission from the US government first.
Federal prosecutors filed charges against the company in 2019 for alleged bank and wire fraud and are still pursuing the extradition of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou on charges she allegedly violated US trade sanctions. For Americans, Huawei may not be a familiar name, but the tech giant is the second largest smartphone manufacturer in the world, behind only Samsung, after recently pulling ahead of Apple. Huawei's attempts to win over international criticism are hardly a new phenomenon. For the better part of a decade, Chinese flagship tech company has been locked in a seemingly never-ending series of battles to easy suspicions, particularly in the West, where its links to the Chinese government have made it easy for the charges that it could act as a proxy for Beijing. And neither is the first Chinese company to complain about unwarranted security from the West. I was Ramona Ion and she was Cristina Dumitru, and we will come with further information next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to us and have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.